friend. If you're wondering why I'm standing behind a tower of air fryers, I have a child who's in the market for one. So I thought, let's do a test. So I have 3 air fryers here that we're going to put to the test and see which one will work best for my son. Let's get to it. Now, if you're new around here and you just want to get straight to the point and straight to the review, I'll have those timestamps down below. But if you'd like to hear my little story behind my tower of air fryers, let me tell you. My middle one is a 20-something single man, and he travels a lot for work. And he has per diem. And like any 20-something kid, he wants to keep as much of that per diem in his pocket as possible. Oftentimes when he travels, they set him up with a kitchenette. And so we are looking for a small, compact, something that he can put in his duffel and take to his hotel room so he can keep as much of that per diem in his pocket as possible. Do you have any per diem tips for him? Let him know in the comments. It's so funny. I love it. And you know, anytime I have an excuse to test some kitchen appliances, I'm all in. So here's what we're looking at, friends. We are going to be testing the ChefMan 2 quart, the Dash 2, and I believe it's 2.6 quart, and the Instant Pot Vortex Mini. We're going to test all of these this week, and let's see what we think. First up, let's unbox them. First up is this ChefMan Turbo Fry Touch. Now, it's the smallest one that we're looking at. It is 2 quarts. It's known as a mini air fryer that's compact in design. It's got 25,000 reviews on Amazon, and it's got 4.5 stars. It ranges anywhere between $60 and on sale $44. Just make sure you wait for a sale with this one. Alrighty, here we go. First up is our little user guide. He is mini, my goodness. Let's see. All right, the description says it's 8 inches tall, dishwasher safe, this part, the basket, and the tray on the inside. There we go. So we have our little basket. I have to say it's packaged up very nicely. And we have our little tray here. There we go. Fits in there nice and snug. That's probably about the size of a chicken breast, right? Like, I don't know that you're going to be able to get a chicken breast and something else in there, but it's 2 quarts. So it's nice, tiny, compact in design. Let's plug this in and see what we're working with here. There we go. Alrighty, we got a little power button here, digital. Goes up in increments of 5. Change your time. Looks very easy to use. Change your temperature. Let's see how high it goes. I believe it's 400. I think that's pretty standard with most of them. There we go. Looks pretty user-friendly. Very simple to use, digital display, 2 quart size. Here is the Dash Tasty Crisp. Now it's 2.6 quarts, so I'm thinking it's probably going to be just a tad bigger than our last one. Let's see what we have here in the top. Oh, look at that. Get cooking good looking. Why, thank you. Okay, packaging is super cute. Now this one does come in a multitude of colors. So if you're trying to match your decor, this is a great one. It does have over 33,000 positive reviews on Amazon, 4.5 stars. Oh, look at that, just to start off with. Sriracha chicken wings. Wow. Buttermilk fried chicken. So this looks like the user guide and recipe booklet all in one. Customer support, crab cakes, donuts. Okay, Dash. Wow. I'm impressed with that. And you know, we have to love an owner's manual that has pictures, right? It makes it so clear. That's awesome. And now we have a little hello foodie. Well, Dash, your marketing is brilliant. All right, let's get this out of the box. Now I went with the white one. A nice neutral white, right? Now this is a little bit heavier than the ChefMan, but remember the ChefMan was a 2 quart, this is a 2.6 quart. This one weighs about 6 pounds. It's kind of good to know the weight if you are storing it in a cabinet, just so you know how much you'll be lifting on and off. But these are so compact. The ChefMan was 8 inches tall. This one is 11 inches tall, but it fits under my cabinet very nicely. But if you're going to turn it on, then you want to pull it away from your cabinet. Okay, this is a little different. We have a turn dial with this one. Go ahead and get all of our tape off of the sides. And look, it's like Dash just read my mind. Your air fryer must be placed at least 6 inches from walls or other objects. That's a nice reminder. Thank you, Dash. So you can see this one, again, because it's the 2.6 quart, is a little bit bigger. So you could probably fit a chicken breast and some veggies in there for sure. Okay, now let's get out our book here. Tips and tricks, cooking time chart. I'm not seeing a temperature control. Okay, put the chicken in the basket, air fry for 30 minutes. Air fry for 15 minutes. I don't think we adjust the temperature in this one, friends. So it looks like the only thing that you adjust is your time. Okay, now that we know that this is empty. Interesting. It'd be interesting to test this one this week. See what kind of results we get. Stay tuned. The Instant Vortex Mini is our heaviest one. It's 7.28 pounds. It's 11 inches tall. It has 15,000 positive reviews on Amazon, 4.5 stars again. So let's dive in and see what we got here. So right on top, we have our user manual, and this is a 2 quart. The Dash was the largest at the 2.6 quart. So this one is the same as the ChefMan. Not seeing any recipes in this one, just a user manual, which that's fine. But you know, that's always my favorite. A little extra surprise. Alrighty, here we have the basket. And even though this is the same 2 quart size, this definitely seems larger than the ChefMan. And I like that it has the little, almost a loop, I guess, the little raised portion here so that you can grab a hold of it with your tongs, because obviously it's going to be hot when you pull it out of there. So, but that's nice to have that little piece there. All right, let's turn this box on its side and see what we're looking at here. Now this one also comes in 4 different colors, but we just went with the black. Here you have, oops, sorry, I bumped you. It's a little shallow basket. Push that right down inside there. So we'll plug it in. So we have air fry, roast time. This is the only one that's had the reheat option. This is nice that it has the smart programming. You can adjust the time and the temperature. So that's also nice. To adjust our temperature, just hit temp, and then you can go all the way up again to 400. I think that's pretty standard, 400. Then you have a start button here. And then I hope you can see it. There's a cancel button that's right here. So to hit cancel, we would just cancel it. It does have that reheat, and reheat is 280 for 10 minutes. And again, you have the green start button, and then you have the red cancel button. You also have the roast feature. So far, this looks pretty good. It is 11 inches tall, and it is the most expensive. It is $59.99 on Amazon. So the other two you can find on deal, but this one I did not find on deal. Many features. I'm impressed with this one. I can't wait to use it. Are you wondering what in the world I'm going to do with 3 air fryers? Well, you know, one is going to my son because we're shopping for him, actually. The other one, my daughter can take to work or she can use. And then the third one will stay here and I'll use it for my husband and I. So if you want to see how I use these mini air fryers, make sure you subscribe, like, and ring that notification bell. YouTube puts people in our algorithm and takes them away, and I want to always show up in your algorithm. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know every week when I create a video. Thanks, friend. After a week of using these, cooking everything from chicken nuggets to Brussels sprouts, here's our thoughts. Now, first up is the ChefMan. I love the temperature controls on this one. I really like how small and compact it is. I think it would really fit in a duffel nicely if you wanted to take this one with you. But friends, it is small. Now, it is actually the same size as the Instant, that 2-quart size, but it is really much smaller. Here, I'll show you the actual tray that goes into the basket, and you can see the difference in size. It really doesn't look like much, but it's the difference in being able to cook and have a side in there while you cook versus cook your chicken breast, for example, and then cook your veggies. So for us, the ChefMan, even though it's compact, even though it has those great temperature dials, it's a no for us. Now, up next happens to be my favorite out of all 3 of these. It's the Instant. The Instant Vortex Mini really does a fabulous job. I love those temperature controls. I love that it has a very clear start and cancel on there. And I love that it has the roast option as well. It's a great one. Again, you can fit that chicken breast and a side in it. It's not quite as compact as the others, but it works great for my needs. And like I said, my favorite. However, we're not shopping for me, are we? So finally, the Dash. This one is the Sun seal of approval one. He really liked this one. It's very easy to use. It's got that handle on the top, that turn dial that makes it so easy. I personally didn't like it because it doesn't have a temperature control. It cooks everything at one temperature, but he didn't seem to mind. And since we're shopping for him, that's his choice. So I agree, it does seem a little bit more durable. It's going to be able to put up with that traveling in and out from the hotel kitchenette to the car to home. So I really understand why he liked the Dash the best. And again, it comes in multiple colors. So the bright white, I'm a little afraid that he might forget it in the kitchenette. Maybe a bright red would have been a little bit better. But you know what? There's always a silver lining, right? Because that means that Mom gets to keep the instant Vortex. Yay! It's the little things, friends. And I'm sure you're not surprised at all to know that mother and son don't quite agree, but that's okay. We have different needs, right? This was super fun. I really enjoyed doing this one. And I also have on my channel that crock pot review for the 2-quart size. So if you're looking for a small crock pot, I'll be sure to post that at the end. And as always, I appreciate you being here, friend. I love creating these videos. This is so much fun. If there's something that you would like me to review or a recipe that you're looking for, let me know in the comments. And while you're down there, hit that like button if you're gonna try any of these personal sized air fryers. And also hit that subscribe. Will you go through and check and just see if you're subscribed? Sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe us, so just make sure you check and make sure you've subscribed because I don't want you to miss a video, friend. As always, have a fabulous day. I'm so glad you're here and I'll see you soon. Bye, friend.